Hi everybody. I'm going to show you how I make the fold over pocket, let's see, that I did last month that I can't find. Here it is. So here's this square or rectangle is the pockets folder where we put this. And last time I made it so it could open, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm sure you can do this, but just in case you don't know how, I'm going to do this tutorial, and then I'm going to walk you through Taurus season printables because I'm done with all of those. Okay. So I will be needing to decide which way is up on this way. And then I'll be cutting these at an angle, that to bottom two. That way when I fold everything over to make the pocket, it will fold nicely. And I'm trying to debate on if I want to take this off or leave that on. I think I want to leave it on. We'll ink it up and see what it looks like. I always like a little extra meat to my pockets whenever possible, because I like to put a lot of stuff in them typically. Okay, so it's gonna look, yeah, I think that'll look cute. Weird. I just want to kind of give this not a perfect edge, just like a hand cut edge, like that. And then I'll cut that down at an angle like that as an angle. Same with this. Okay. Hasn't this little cow cute bowl, I should say. I guess since Taurus is the bull, that's really a boy, but I couldn't help but put a pink bow on one of the images that I added to the month's ephemera. And of course she's pink, so we're just gonna go with it because it's cute. Okay, so now it will open and close, and then we can stick it inside the pocket. Okay, now we're going to ink. Yay, we're done with that. Okay, I'm almost regretting doing that extra, but I'm just going to leave it. And then there's that. And the back doesn't look so cute. I should ink the insides, but for this purpose of this video, you don't need to watch that. Okay, here's Taurus. Oops, wrong way. And then here's all the Taurus energies and crystals, a journal prompt, all of that you can look through and learn about. Here's the Taurus bucket list, which again, I cut this out and put it on. I have some cream cardstock, and that's what my smaller pages are when I choose to use them. Not all of them have that backing. Some of them I just folded them over. And then this is just like a little junk journal page that I had a bunch of stuff inside my stash, and I just put some things together because I wanted the love theme. And there's hearts around the edge of this, and this was a page out of a book that I was practicing drawing in, and so I just kind of did all that on there. This is one of the backgrounds that has just all the different textures that you can collage with. And then a lot of these came off of the mood board page, where I just cut them out, inked them, and then placed them all around. I think in my last video, I talked about how I'm not great at collage, and that I would love for anybody to want to give me pointers. I'm willing to listen, because I do want to do a lot of these collages with the mood boards, and I just am not that great at placing things. I'm not like, that's Venus, and these are just some colors, roses, the Taurus sign. This page comes exactly like this. I didn't do anything. These spots are for journaling, or if you have something you want to, like, you know, like say you have a little stamp of a bull for some reason, or a Highland cow or something. I don't know. I mean, you know, you could add it to this. And then the mantra for Taurus season. And then this is a really fun page, my flower moon page, because I have my piece of art, my flower moon art, and then when you open it, see, it's like a little flower vase, and then my little flower comes out of it, and it's 3-dimensional. And then I just put one piece from the mood board on the back that has the colors and stuff on there. So I think that's like super cute. And then I have the information from the flower moon energies here. So that's that page. Then back here we just have some Beltane information. You can read about it here. This is the Maypole, which that was back on May 1st. Obviously this is past, but this was part of the pack for Taurus season, because it fell in Taurus season. And over here is the plants and herbs for Taurus season: rose, sage, mint, and their metaphysical properties, their magical uses. You can read about that. Use those in your rituals. Here's that gorgeous little cow I was telling you about with the bow. I didn't know it was supposed to be a bull. I know. And then I just made this little flip up, so you can write. I can write things down here. And this is one of the pages. I printed it off just like it normally was, and I just folded it in half and glued it together. And I'm just leaving it like that. Very, very simple. Except that's where this is going to go. I'm going to glue that on here. We can do that real quick. Then we'll move on to the moon energies. So I don't know if you can see like the bull, the Taurus, all that in the background. It was just, I just did lots of layers of digital imagery, and I always do this either on my iPad or in Canva. I use both of those quite a bit. Okay, so I made the pocket, and what I was thinking was I was going to try to put it down in this corner. That way it's not completely covering this. So I don't know if you saw that, I just put the glue on the 3 edges. Easy peasy. I tried to make it as easy as possible. I did overcomplicate it because I want mine to fold, but I'm a little extra. That's just me. I like really fun interactive things in my journals, so I don't want to put this in here right now because I want to make sure that it dries and this doesn't get stuck in there. So I'm going to move on. And here is on May 16th, the new moon, and I made a little interactive element. So, well, this is a little tuck spot, and it opens, but it also has that, if you want to call it that. But I like the fact that it was just like a little open close. Like I said, I like interactive. Here's the dark moon energies. I added that. When I printed off the pages, I cut out the oracle page. I just folded in 3, inked around the edges, so it just looks nice. And so when I do the reading for that day, I'll be able to write it down and tuck it in right here. I really like to be able to pull things back out of my journals. I don't want everything glued down and stuck down. I really like oh, what was this? And I pick it up or whatever. And then this was just like a little bookmark I had in my stash, or offcut, or whatever you want to call it. And I just took the elements that you would use if you're going to be doing a ritual and glued them on here. So when I'm ready to do my ritual, I go, okay, what do I need? I need rose water, pink or green candle, vanilla incense, and some rose quartz or emerald, which I do have some raw emerald, and I have lots of rose quartz. So that's that. And then this, when I cut this page out, I really wanted to keep this up here intact in case I wanted to write notes or something like that. But I also love to make these pages where they fold in thirds for some reason. So I just kind of, I just left it like that. So, and then it folds over, and then I can stick that in there as well. And then this folds over and tucks in my little Taurus zodiac sign. Gosh, I can't think today. Okay, I think this could be dried. I'm going to stick that in there. Oh, that looks adorable in there. But we can also do this as well. So then you can see him. Oh, yeah, he's so cute. It's a she. Okay. And then my last page will be for the Cancerian Wishing Moon. I kind of did something similar to what I did last month and made a big pocket with the overall energies right there on the top. I grabbed this out of my stash and put a really extra long piece of ribbon, which I might just tie to make it a little less extra long. There, that's better. It can be tucked in there. This was another one of those pages from that doodle book or whatever you want to call it, and it just went with the Cancerian theme, so I use that as a background. Here is the cutout from the bottom of that page. It actually belongs down here, and I just cut it out real fun and inked it, and this is where I'm going to be writing my wish. And then here is the instructions. I simply printed the page out. I do print everything on this off-white color, cream color, ecru, ivory, I don't know what you want to call it, because that's my favorite. And then I cut it, it had blue around the edge to make the full page, and I just trimmed that off and inked it, folded it in half so it fits inside here. So when I'm ready to do the Cancer Wishing Moon, again, I have all the things that I need for the Wishing Moon. We're going to be using silver or white candle, small bowl of water, because Cancer has a water element, moonstone or pearl, and your pen and paper, which, here's your paper. All you got to do is have a pen, which maybe that could be one of my next things, is make one of those flat pens for this book, because I need pens in here for all my journaling, so that would be smart. So that is the season of Taurus from start to finish, and the little tag demonstration. So anyways, I am really looking forward to Gemini season, but I do have a little bit of a medical thing that might not allow me to do as much. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how well it can function during that time. So yeah, maybe if I have time, I can just go ahead and do it in videotape before. I have a couple weeks until that medical time period comes up, so maybe I'll be able to get that done and just go ahead and post it for you. So maybe. I got a lot of other things to do. Like I said, I'm finishing up school. I have one class that lasts a little bit longer than the others, and oh my goodness, it's got a lot. It's like 2 weeks in 1 week because it's a accelerated class. So that's been taking up a lot of my time lately, but almost done. I have a couple more projects and I'm done with that. So, but I'm learning a lot. It's teaching me a whole lot about all kinds of things, and hopefully I'll be able to bring that value to you guys. So anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.